friends, let us see this question. This question is for test as computer science. Okay, so please read this information first. The computer stores information using bits. So the lowest level of the information is your bits, right? A bit, short for binary digit, stores either value 0 or 1. So we know that the bit are nothing but a lowest unit of information which can be either 0 or 1. That's why we are called it as a binary logic or binary arithmetic also. So it will have only two possible value, either 0 or 1. A single bit can only represent two different values. So suppose I have one bit, right? So suppose I have one bit. So it can be stored either as 0 or 1. So a single bit can represent only two different values, two different situations, two different cases. That's not very much, but that's still enough to represent any two value state that we can say the binary state. It means which can have only two possibilities, right? For example, either yes or no, okay, right or wrong, like this. For example, is a light bulb on or off? So it will have only two possibilities, either on or off. You have to answer in only two cases, on or off. So this information, the position of light bulb can be stored in a single bit. Either you can write 0 or 1. Now it's our mapping. I can represent 0 as off and 1 as on. Similarly, if we ask, is a button enabled or disabled? So see, either it can be enabled or disabled. So it can be stored in a single bit. Is the current time AM or PM? Only two options, AM or PM. So yes, it can be stored in a single bit. Next, we will have a sequence of bits. What are the sequence of bits? So computer use multiple bits to represent data that is more complex than a simple on-off value. It means when we have more possibilities, more situations, more cases, then we can use the sequence of bits. For example, if we have two bits, so how many situations we can handle with the two bits? So they can be handled 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, and 1, 1. So it means there are four possible cases, right? We may handle four different situations. See, 0, 0 will represent the first situation, 0, 1 can represent second situation, 1, 0 can represent the third, and similarly 1, 1 can represent the fourth situation. It means it can handle the four situations, four cases, four possibilities. A sequence of two bits can represent four, that is 2 raised to power 2 distinct values. So as we have discussed, this can handle the four distinct values for four different cases, right? Four distinct values. And the cases are written here. Similarly, if we have the three bits, right? If we have the three bits, how many different situations we can handle, how many different cases can manage? So 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, and 1, 1, 1. So total 8 cases it can handle. You can count, they are the 18 numbers. So the general formula is if we have n bits, we can handle 2 raised to power n number of informations, right? Okay, a sequence can represent many things, a number, a character, a pixel, all the information which is stored in the computer is represented in terms of bits, right? Plus the same sequence can represent the different types of data in different contexts. So same sequence of bits represent different thing in different contexts. For example, this sequence that is a 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1 could represent 67 in the calculator, whereas if we see the ASCII table for the character C, it is also represented by the same sequence. I think you know what is the ASCII code, right? It is the American Standard Code for Information interchange, right? So the same sequence of bit can represent a different situation. Okay, based on this passage, we have some questions. Let us try to find the answer. Which of, okay, for your sequence, for your information, I have kept the passage in the same view. Okay, please see the first question. Which of the setting can be stored in a single bit? We have to find which of the settings can be stored in a single bit. Username, no. Username may have uh, more than one character, right? And even a single character can have more than one bit, right? In the ASCII code for a single character, it can have more than one bit. For example, we see for the character C, it can be represented by a sequence of bits. So the username cannot be answer for this question. Birth date, similarly, the birth date may have more than one bit requirement, right? If the birth date is represented by a single bit, it means it can represent either 0 or 1. But in a month, we have basically 30 or 31 days. I'm talking about only the day, right? Not the month and year. If we consider all these, then obviously the single bit possibility will be not possible. Next, a primary language. So similarly, see, a person may have more than one primary language, more than two primary language, right? So it can also be not a answer for the sound effect. Yes, it can be either on or it can be either off. Sound effect, we can either check it or not check it, right? So yes, this can be represented by a single bit. So this should be our answer. Which of these values can be stored in a single bit? Again, so see, which of, yeah, see, this two cannot be represented in a single bit because a single bit can store either 0 or 1. We can discuss this in detail. This is based on binary counting, how we write the binary counting, how we convert from decimal to binary, binary to decimal. From there also you can link that. For 2, if we want to write, we need 1 0. In decimal of 2, binary is 1 0, right? So this should not be our answer. Yes, 0 can be written with the single bit. The first, no, a 0 or 1 are possible values for a single bit. So this should be our answer. 0, comma 1, right? See, a single bit cannot represent the sequence of data. This is the sequence of data, 0 and 1. This is the list, right? 0 and 1. Both cannot be written as a single bit. 2 and 4 similarly cannot be possible. So our answer should be B. Let us see the third one. The Apple iPhone includes a setting menu where you can toggle various accessibility option on or off. Mono audio, you can change it on or off. The two cases here. Similarly, the phone noise cancellation. Two cases here. Either you can on or off. And hearing aid compatibility also this can be handled on or off here. So how many total situations I have to handle? Two plus two plus two. Yani it means six cases. We have to handle six cases. So how many bits we need? What is the minimum number of bits that can represent those three options? See, with the 2 bit, I can represent only 2 raised to power 2, that is four situations. 2 raised to power 3 for the 3 bit, 2 raised to power 3, it means eight situations we can handle. Similarly, 2 raised to power 4, we can handle 16, and 2 raised to power 5, we can handle 32. But we need the minimum number of bits. So the minimum number of bits should be 3. So answer should be 3 bits. I hope you are getting these questions and explanation. Let us see the other questions. Okay. A digital alarm clock display information and visual indicators to help people wake up on the time. So in this visual information, you can see some AM, PM, time, date, month, temperature, everything, right? Which of the displays could be represented by a single bit? The current date, 1 to 31. No, not possible. You cannot represent date with a single bit. See, we have one information that note that there are two answers to this question. So we have to select two questions. AM or PM indicator. Yes, this should be our answer. Only two possibilities, either AM or PM. The current hour, 1 to 12, not possible. The current day of the week, not possible. The temperature unit indicator, not the temperature indicator. The unit indicator, it is the degree Celsius or degree Fahrenheit. So yes, this should be our answer. The last one, the current month, no, not possible. So we got our two answers. Next, which of these data describe what a binary digit can store? So binary digit can store one of the two values, 0 or 1. Yes, this is the correct. A binary digit can store one of the value from 0 to 9. No, this is wrong. A binary digit can store a series of two zero or one values such as 1 and 1. No. A binary digit can store a series of two single digit values such as 4 and 8. No. So a binary digit cannot, a single bit cannot store sequence of any numbers, right? So I hope you have understood this passage and these questions. If you want more videos on your test as computer science, please like this video, subscribe this channel, and give your suggestions for next required videos. Thank you. Take care.